What is up, guys? Small Town Motors here, and as you can see, the bike is done. Now, the reason it took so long is because there were a lot of things that I had to do and sort out in order to get this thing running properly. One major problem was that the gaskets that came with this kit were pretty much shit. They sucked. And I had to, I ran out of money. So I had to wait until I made some extra with a little side thing that I do with mowing yards. So that way I could get some Permatex Ultra Copper, which is a very high temperature resistant gasket maker. And with these kits, you'll definitely want to use that because one, it gets the cylinder jug closer to the bottom end, which also will increase your compression. I put it on the intake, I put it on the exhaust. Speaking of which, the exhaust was too big when it came with the kit, and it would clip into the back tire. So I had to cut it into two pieces and couple it back together with a silicone hose. I did have a lot of trouble with the muffler coming off right here, but so far I've managed to shunt it back far enough on what is now the header, and so it gets pinched between the frame and the header, so it's staying put, but also with the help of a couple of worm gear hose clamps. I upgraded the chain to a 420 instead of a 415H because the ones that come with the kit are always garbage. They suck. It's getting well lubricated as it gets used, as you can see. So if I run my hand across, that is oil and grease, so it definitely keeps the chain nice and lubed. These are airless tires, so I never have to worry about getting a flat. Also, one of the things about this kit that drove me a little bit crazy was the head studs were like a little lopsided. They weren't completely straight up and down, and that drove me a little bit nuts because, you know, this isn't a cheap kit. It's $300. It's not one of these cheap China girl ones that you would get on eBay. So it did drive me a little bit crazy. But like I said, once you use just some regular gasket maker, it sorts it out pretty well. Just once you get the gasket maker on the bottom end, start putting the jug on, flip the engine over, give it a good bump. It should slide down all the way. Then just smear the rest around the edge and it'll seal it up nice and tight. Really good. One of the other things that I should go over is the fact that with these kits, the clutch is on this side, okay? So if you're using a kit that has brake lines like this, get a dual brake lever for the love of God, because you do not want to have to be reaching over your clutch in order to get to your brake, or vice versa. It's worth the money to get a dual brake lever. Obviously, you know, I haven't perfected everything in this kit. One of the things I can say about it, though, is the gas cap is very well done. It is super tight. It does not come loose at all. And it takes a little oomph in order to get it off. But I am using the 36 tooth gear. I was worried originally about the gear ratio, because the 36 tooth will give me more top end speed but less torque. I was worried about that. After I've done a couple test rides, I'm no longer worried about the gear ratio. It makes more than enough power, bone stock. So yeah, I will get a video up later for you guys of me riding it, so you guys can see how it functions, how it runs. And yeah, that's it. Small Town Motors out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks.